Was that the sound of a fuck-up? Shouldn't we check it out?
Like hell we should. They don't pay me enough for that. You! Stop! Papers, please.
I thought I wouldn't have to resort to this, but since you insist.
Of course, sir. We are sorry. Go right ahead.
Don't even think of reaching for your magic book. Vanya's pistol has a very sensitive trigger.
The second he moves, I'll blow his brains out, Chief.
Chief!
Let's do our best not to have Vanya shoot you in the head. Alright? All you have to do is tell us where Svetlana Petrovna is.
There must be some mistake, Chief.
The mistake was beating up my brother.
You did seriously rough up my men at Rumyantseva's apartment. You can hand over the ID too. He won't need it anymore. Svetlana. We've got to find her, Victor.
I'm running to a phone. There's been an accident. I think the pier collapsed.
Was Svetlana Rumyantsova there?
I'll shoot him, Chief.
We haven't got time, Victor. We need to find out where she is. We know you helped Rumyantsova escape. And I know she was sleeping with your father. I told you, he had no secrets from me. I was helping him. I'm running out of patience. Where is she?
I didn't like my father. No one did. But his collaborating with the Okhrana seems improbable to me.
A wealthy Pole in the Russian partition who avoided not one, but two serious scandals, a divorce and your incident with Niedzits. Would he have managed on his own? The question is, what did Svetlana know?
And what do the secret police want from her?
That woman was a Gordian knot. I know that she spent years compiling all sorts of compromising material against the Tsar's government. She was a traitor. We were observing her, but she managed to get everything out of her apartment. I need to know if her knowledge could threaten the security of the nation.
If you want something from me, you just need to ask.
I have a better idea. You tell me what you know, and I know where your papa's little black book is. Quid pro quo?
I want to know who stole my father's grimoire.
This time, you go first.
As far as I know, all Svetlana's secrets went with her to the bottom of the Vistula.
Should we take him to the Citadel, Chief?
No, Vanya. We'll finish this here. Why did you help Svetlana?
You first. Why did you kill him?
I never liked him. And he shouldn't know so much. Why did you help Svetlana?
The emotions linking her to my father seemed sincere to me. I trusted her.
What if you were wrong? Maybe your father got together with her because I told him to. Would you believe me if I told you that your father didn't trust her?
No, I wouldn't. Quid pro quo, Chief. Where's my father's grimoire?
Look for it in Stanislav's circle of old friends. People who could take advantage of a missing grimoire.
Thaumaturges. Do you know who they are? Where I can find them?
No, but once you do, don't neglect to inform me. And watch out. They're very dangerous people.
I need to get out of here. What do you want to tell me, friend?
Victor, hurry. We'll be late for Mass.
Victor, do you think that when you have a husband, you...
I remember that. The last Sunday before Father stopped taking us to church. Because of me. I accidentally touched the priest's stele as he passed us with a censer. That was the first time when I felt another person's thoughts, their intentions. I heard the words of someone's confession that the priest was thinking about. It was like they were directed at me. And I didn't falter to share them with the rest of the congregation. Mother didn't manage to stop me, and my indiscretion caused the prominent marriage to fall apart. My parents' marriage not long after.
You're finally here. We've been waiting for you.
I'm afraid I was boring your charming sister with my chatter.
Oh, nonsense. I'll leave you two alone.
You look tired. Is everything all right? Do you need my help?
How do you know my address?
People in Warsaw know who the Szulskis are. You're quiet this evening. Did something happen?
I didn't expect a home visit.
I wanted to find out if Svetlana managed to leave safely.
I'm afraid Svetlana is dead.
I was afraid of this. How did it happen?
I saw a golem.
A golem? From Jewish legends? Is it a salutor?
Yes, and it turned out to be a very real salutor. A material one. I didn't think that was even possible.
And what does it have to do with Svetlana? Did the golem kill her?
You could say that. The golem sank her boat by collapsing the roof over the pier. Svetlana intended to live off of selling other people's secrets.
Secrets can be deadly. Do you want to know what she shared with me?
I'm intrigued.
The question is, can you bear the burden that she also carried?
I've really got a lot on my shoulders. My father's secrets, his lover's death, the Ochrana, and now a golem. I think I can bear this too, if it lets me get rid of the other problems. Can you say which secret of Svetlana's you mean? She had a whole chest full of them.
That wasn't in the chest. And now it's only in my memory.
Will you tell me what this is about?
Not here, no. Get some rest first. At our next meeting, at the Narizhinskis. It's safe there, for now.
Thank you for stopping by.
See you again soon, my friend. One more question. Might this golem cause you any trouble?
I'm sure I'll find out soon.
I think we need to have a word. How do you know people like this, Rasputin?
How long was he here?
He arrived shortly before you did. Unexpectedly, he scared Grażyna. I received him in the salon so that he wouldn't go wandering through the house.
What were you talking about before I interrupted you?
What difference does it make? About... strange. I don't remember even.
Sometimes he has that effect on people.
What kind of person is he?
He's that miracle worker I was writing to you about. The one who helped me return to my senses.
Not completely, I think. Given that you brought him with you.
He just came to see me. I owe him a lot.
It looks like he knows you better than I do.
Grigori is a good friend of mine. I owe him my life. He can visit me whenever he likes.
With friends like that, looking for enemies sounds like a pointless bother. First Niedzic, now a gloomy hermit. And ladies of the night have started hanging around outside the windows. Are they also friends of yours?
Who are those women?
Whores, Victor. Prostitutes. Women of easy virtue, daughters of Corinth. Courtesans, moths, hookers, floozies. I've been seeing 2 girls around here recently. They stand out on the street and peek into our windows.
Maybe Abaurissa is playing a prank. This can wait. Ligia, I'm really dead on my feet, but there's one more thing we need to have a word about.
I wonder what I don't know yet.
Did you know that someone sent a golem after our family?
A golem? The kind from Jewish legends?
This one was very real. It destroyed half the port while it was trying to kill me.
Port Praga? Are you alright? What were you doing there?
I helped Svetlana. She wanted to flee the country.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Do you know what forces you're playing with? You know full well who she is.
Who she was.
Sorry, what?
Svetlana is dead. She was just setting off on a lovely voyage when a golem appeared and... Svetlana is dead.
We're finished. They'll put us both in prison. What will become of us?
What about Uncle Sasha? He's always eager to help.
It's too risky to arrange this through family. And morally dubious. I'm afraid this is outside his purview.
Maybe your devoted secret police chief will reveal something. Perhaps you should ask him.
What are you talking about?
He got us into the soiree, so maybe he'll help us with this too.
You're allegedly dead on your feet, Victor. Maybe it's time for bed.
You haven't experienced anything unusual recently?
Nothing so remarkable. You think there's any way I'd have let her...
Was there anyone who very openly disliked Father?
More than you?
Touché. Did he know some sort of Thaumaturge who might have been out for revenge, or did he mention a coterie to you at any point? Did he meet up with other Thaumaturges?
As far as close friends, I think you already know that's a dead end. And he never introduced the Thaumaturge to me.
How long have you known your chief?
What does that matter?
So you knew he worked for the Ochrana?
Yes. You'd have fun.
And it's never occurred to you that an Ochrana chief might want to...
I thought the world didn't only revolve...
Let's see what he demands in return for the invitation to...
Which, may I remind you, I know who he is, and I treat him... Besides, it was Papa who introduced him to me. What's the real reason we're talking about him for the second?
I saw him once more, at Port Praga.
And what was he doing there? Does he have any... Was he there because of the lady-in-waiting you...
Theoretic.
No, I've had enough. Don't say it. Where are my cigarettes?
It looks familiar, and yet different. Is this a dream? I need to get out of here. Fool. The devil himself.
Blind fool.
Well, what don't I see? Maybe you could give me an answer this time.
What don't you know?
Why is the Golem pursuing our blood? Who did you hurt so much that the Golem was aiming to? That's what killed you. Why did you let a rat like Konieczki? Now he's dogging Ligia and me. Were you working for him?
A fool's theory.
Who inflicted this punishment on you? What for?
Everything I've done
Was with your children in mind. I've heard it all before. I definitely didn't ask for a blood curse. Are you finally going to say something?
You've wasted your time. I left you all the answers. You just have to find them.
Where am I supposed to look for them? In the Black Grimoire, which I nearly... Who was it? Your friends? Your coterie that you hid even from...
You possess everything I had. I've left you everything.
Come back here! I'm not finished with you!
Look who's up. Sleeping Beauty. Have some coffee. In the morning, Grażynka brews it strong. All the revelations yesterday. I'm sorry for my outburst.
I see a familiar... It's the one Father often gave me when he expected me...
Did it work?
Forgive me for yesterday. Warsaw was getting to me.
Yes, I know the feeling. And I don't want to quarrel with you either. We'd be better off focusing on the obstacles ahead of us. I thought that, given our situation, your suggestion to talk to Konieczkin wasn't so bad after all.
I suspect he'll offer us a deal.
For now, I thought about what you were saying yesterday. Those strange... Once, when I was taking a carriage to the store, the horse took fright. First it reared, then it started. Could that have been the Golem?
Recently, there's nothing I've been more.
Does that mean we might be in danger?
I don't know how long it took the Golem to reach Father. He only found me...
I can't believe Father didn't know that either. There must be some...
Maybe.
Is there any other way you could find out?
I had a dream about Father.
Me too. Right after he died. He was soothing.
First he insulted me, and then blood.
Very funny. Do you see him often in your dreams?
This was only the second time. I hope there will be more. They're not ordinary dreams. They're very realistic visions. I talked to him.
Why don't we focus on real life?
I had a dream about Father.
Me...
This was... They're not...
Why don't we...
Has anything been reported?
I've been keeping an eye out, but nothing yet. But Svetlana's disappearance won't go unnoticed. Hyenas like fresh corpses.
I know that you're still sorting through things there, but I really have to visit our store in Mirów.
I'm basically done, and I was planning... Will you join me?
I should look through all of Father's things in this.
All right. Let's go.
Not much has changed here.
Just the sign. Or maybe the owner.
That's right. Now it's your kingdom.
I don't think queens dig through columns of numbers, exotic names, addresses, and consignment notes. Or scald customers who don't know the difference between powdered skull and powdered mummy. Have you developed an interest in the family business?
Actually, what is the difference between
Skull powder is powder from a skull. Thomas Willis, a pioneer of brain research, had a habit of adding it to his hot chocolate. Powdered mummy is an oil. Egyptian mummies are covered in a dark substance that's a mixture of embalming fluids and organic fluids from the body of the deceased. This hardened human resin has to be scraped off the mummy.
It sounds like that substance is bitumen. And there are easy ways of getting it than scraping mummies.
That might be. But our customer... Unless you're considering...
This conversation has convinced me even more that Father...
Come into my chamber. I have to take care of the inventory. Try not to make...
What is this?
The photograph, Victor.
I meant what Father has on his face. That smile. I'm sure someone...
Did you want something, or are you here to joke around?
The guy next to Father. That's Hayat, right?
Yes, he's just younger, Victor. That's how photographs work, you know. They stop time and place. I can also see here that they were friends. But a year ago, that ended and they stopped working together.
Yes, you mentioned it recently.
It's a shame Papa never said why.
Could Hayat have wanted our father to die? Could he have sent the Golem after him?
I think you'll have to ask him. I heard that he bought out one of the 2 rundown laundries here in Mirov, not too far away. You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm taking another look around.
Is that?
Yes. I'll take a quick look around.
Be careful. On my way. I wanted to talk to you about a certain university.
The store looks better than I remembered. More human.
I've sorted through the remaining junk, and I'm keeping the monkey brains, prepared corpses, and potency ointments just in the catalog now, so Mothers can come here with their kids.
Do you want to be better than father?
People look at a businesswoman strangely, so I intend to prove to them that I'm better than businessmen. I'm doing my best.
Has anything strange happened lately? Anything that might have something to do with the Golem?
A cup fell from the table, and someone stumbled while crossing the doorstep, but I assume those aren't things that can be attributed to a golem.
Most likely common clumsiness. That's good news.
And some plaster fell from the ceiling, but that's probably because something was passing by. Nothing serious. Anything else?
What's this mysterious university?
I'm giving a lecture at the Flying University. It's a very informal educational initiative, not to say secret. And an important one, especially for women who can get an education from us, which they are legally prohibited from doing under the partition. I'd like you to come with me.
Of course I will go. I will be honored.
No questions or bargaining? Who are you and what have you done to my brother?
If it's important to you, there's no need to persuade me.
The university is meeting in the antiquarian bookshop across the Green Square. Which brings us to the most important thing. Everyone brings something sweet, so I ordered some donuts from Mrs. Jagoda. The best ones. And the best donut is filled with
cherry.
So the argument continues. Get those donuts, will you?
I'll see what I can do. Can you feel him? He moves with the bustle of the market and the rustle of sand grains around the stalls. It feels like the sun is standing at its zenith and burning mercilessly. It's a visitor from a harsh desert land. A djinn. I felt something. Where is it? good day.
And it can be even better. I'll quickly find whatever it is you need, sir.
Well, I have heard that he has a reputation.
What are your wishes?
I should just tell you what I wish for.
Don't be bashful. We're all friends here.
Just name it, and I'll handle the rest.
I wish to find true love.
Then you need to be patient. You can't rush love, can you?
Well, true.
Next time, make your wishes a little more material for me.
I was just browsing.
Do come back now. Wishes won't grant...
Hello.
Would you like to buy some flowers? They'll steal your heart.
Have you perhaps noticed...
Here? Mister, there's 1,000 and... How about a flower?
I'll have one.
It will be perfect for a buttonhole.
A desert daisy.
I didn't think you were such an expert on flowers.
Rather on people. I can't help but feel that we've all...
Surely you're confusing me with some...
I know what I'm talking about. You left an identical flower on one of the stalls, and you were very happy. And earlier, you were looking at gold watches. Fearing the seller becoming suspicious, you gave up on one of them. Should I go on?
Thaumaturge. I've heard a little something about you and your tricks. Want me to show you real magic?
Help! Thief! Help!
Stop.
What are you up to, pickpocket? Stealing from Flower?
You don't like breathing through a straight nose.
Gentlemen, I didn't do anything this manipulate.
Everyone says that. Well, maybe not quite this.
And people lose their belongings. What about here?
After all, you're not angry with me. I'm not...
Yahim, the truth is cruel. Unfortunately, the pickpocket... What's the use of tormenting some small fry when you know who this is about?
Well, I wanted to tell you a long time ago, only...
Yahim, lad, I would never. Come on. As for you, you know what'll happen if you come here again, right?
I'm already gone.
fate has brought us together again, Victor.
Why do you bother, King of the Tempermancer?
I learned from my mistakes, and now the time has come for me. Come on, I dare you.
Do you pester other Thaumaturges too?
Of course not. The others, I dare you.
All right.
To me, visitor.
Have you had enough?
Never. There is no shame in losing. The way tells me to find you again soon.
I will be ready, White Rama.
You will not know the day nor time. That...
Yes, just not here. My sister will kill me.
Stay well. Until fate may...
have to find their meeting place. Synagoga Nożyków, Mirów.
That's him! The one with the book! You oozing carbuncle! You ain't had enough of Warsaw yet? So you're sticking your nose in on people here?
You know what happens to fellas who sniff around where they ain't supposed to?
Mirów don't kid around with them.
And who am I supposedly bothering?
And you've wasted the chance to keep your mouth shut. We'll cure this posh boy of his nosiness, you can bet.
talking nonsense!
Did you hear about Praga? I'm at the harbor getting fish, and half the
More bodies than they usually fish out of the Vistula, practically every day.
But listen to this. They're saying it's some
You sure?
Maybe I can help. Recently, I've taken an interest in one of those.
Leave us alone. Did you wander in here by mistake?
I hope those guys outside are your relatives. Otherwise, you're Are you scared?
I'm not easily frightened. I have the time spent working. You got some dirty laundry that needs cleaning.
I was interested in this.
I can't help you. Rabbis are the one.
I didn't say anything about Golem.
I'm afraid I can't help you. And now...
Let's have a word about your...
There was no such thing. I have warm feelings for the store, and his father as well.
Why did you quit work?
It was a mutual decision.
I know that you and my father part.
We both had difficult personalities, but I still remember him fondly.
You're not...
I don't have to explain myself to you, Mr. Shulsky.
I'm leaving now, but I...
Farewell. Is there something else you need?
Let's talk about your relation.
Mr. Shulsky, I'll say it one more time.
Liar. Your anger still lingers around the foot.
I'm not in the habit of speaking ill of the dead, Mr. Shulsky. Old grudges drove us apart. Not all stains are easy to...
And might they give you a reason to seek...
I can't summon golems, if that's what you're getting at.
But you know there is such a possibility.
Is that all? I need to get back to work.
I'm leaving now, but...
Farewell.